Want to know the Liberal Party's secret to governing Canada? Lucky for us, Stephen Guilbeault spilled the beans just before he resigned.
We campaigned in the last election as a center, maybe center-left party, and we're governing more as a center-right party.
But it isn't just the last election. It's a century-old Liberal formula. To posture as progressives, then go back to being faithful servants of the corporate elite. Running left and ruling right is so central to their politics that it's deserving of a Canadian Heritage Minute. Once you see it, you can't stop noticing. The story starts with William Lyon Mackenzie King. King was an oddball who did seances with his dead mother, but he was also a shrewd politician who was in office longer than any other prime minister. In the wake of the 1930s depression, capitalism in Canada was on trial. The Cooperative Commonwealth Federation, or the CCF, a democratic socialist party that would later evolve into the NDP, was soaring in popularity.
The economic dictators of Canada are now openly in politics.
King set out to neutralize his greatest threat. He promised to build a new social order with a new liberalism that would provide jobs and homes and economic nation building. Sound familiar?
The New World Order.
It should be, because every Liberal Prime Minister has drawn on the script ever since. With workers revolting, King had to throw them something. But in power, he walked back almost everything he'd promised for the sake of his corporate allies. By the 1950s, the Liberals had gotten complacent. They dropped their progressive posturing and suffered a massive defeat at the hands of the Conservatives. The lesson? They best not forget their formula. With the left surging in the early 60s, Liberal leader Lester Pearson scrambled to co-opt NDP policies like universal healthcare, public pensions, and the 40-hour workweek. "This is practical politics," he said. "I don't intend to let the New Democrats steal the popular ground of the left. Besides, this is exactly the line Mackenzie King would have taken if he were alive today." Meanwhile, Pearson advanced corporate-led economic integration into the United States, which would eventually undercut the progressive concessions he had been forced to make. Few did the run left, rule right formula better than the next Liberal leader, Pierre Elliott Trudeau. It was the late 60s, and he served a wave of discontent, enticing young voters by echoing the new left.
Canada must be progressive, and Canada must be a just society.
When he lost to the Conservatives in 1979, he pivoted left again, this time adopting economic nationalism as the battle cry of the day. All the while, he cut corporate taxes, put limits on wages, and lectured Canadians about how they should get no more goodies. His message has its echoes today. Greed is great, but only for the corporate class. Skip ahead to the 1990s, and Liberal leader Jean Chretien campaigned on a red book packed with pledges on childcare and Indigenous rights. It wasn't Chairman Mao, but it was a calculated pitch to the working class. His strategists put him in denim shirts and played up his reputation as the little guy from Shawinigan.
The Liberal Party has a plan to create jobs and give back dignity to the unemployed.
And that's exactly what he did. Just kidding. Chretien did the opposite, making historic cuts to unemployment insurance, healthcare, and education, beyond the wildest dreams of Conservatives. Fast forward to the 21st century. After a decade of Stephen Harper, Justin Trudeau dusted off the formula and sprinkled some fairy dust on it. He took a knee, marched with social movements, shed rivers of reconciliation tears, and then he did what Liberals always do, the bidding of the corporate elite. Buying an oil pipeline, dispatching the RCMP against Indigenous land defenders, and giving SNC-Lavalin a get-out-of-jail-free card. And here we are again, except this time, we don't get to say we didn't know. Maybe you thought a Goldman Sachs banker couldn't pull off the formula. And yet, there's been this.
In the US, healthcare is a big business. In Canada, it is a right.
And this.
It's time your government got back into the business of building affordable homes.
And this.
We can control our economic destiny. We are masters in our own home.
But in his first year in office, Carney has slashed healthcare spending and refused to act while right-wing premiers introduce American-style two-tier care. He's shoveling public dollars to corporate housing profiteers, and he's imitated Donald Trump far more than he's defied him. Every generation Liberals deploy this formula, and they'll continue until we stop falling for it.